Hi, good morning. Buongiorno, Stelian.
Good morning, everyone. Buongiorno, Andrea. Come stai?
Bene, bene, molto bene. Grazie mille. Okay, so let's be a bit serious. We are here because we would like to talk about expanse therapy, of course, as you see today morning, as we both fall in love with this therapy with Stelian, and we were together first in Paris to learn this amazing technique. And Stelian has just created his class in Romania. And as I saw on the pictures, it was amazing. So, Stelian, can you tell me more or tell us more about your experiences?
Yes, I had my first expense class here in Romania in Sibiu. It's another town that I live in. It was amazing. It was full of joy, full of happiness, full of letting go as well. It was intense, but at the end of this class, everyone left with a huge smile, even me.
Yeah, I saw on the photos, and it was amazing even just to perceive the energies. That's why I love also you and Expanse too.
Yes, I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun. It was amazing, and I'm so proud of everyone who participated to the class. They are working like mwah. I told them that.
No,
Ooh, yes.
you
Yeah,
had amazing people. Yeah.
yes,
And what about the therapy stuff? So, did they earlier receive the therapy or not? Just jumped in, or what? How was it?
but most of them they received a session prior to the class. But I
Mm-hmm.
had a person who didn't knew basically anything about, or if she didn't experience a session, an expense therapy session before the class. But she was the one who said, okay, when she just saw the title expense therapy, she was the one who said, okay, I want to learn that technique. And how wise she was. Because we have to mention that expense therapy, it has a lot of tools you use during the session. And here we can mention about the luminotherapy or phototherapy. We can mention about the essential oils. We can mention about the energetic massage, and we can mention about sonotherapy, which is a therapy with sound. You have a certain music you listen during the session, and it is made especially for the parts of the body where you are working on. You are working on the head, chest, and the belly. And after this session, a lot of letting go can happen, and a lot of joy can flood your whole body. And the main purpose of this therapy is um, to wake up all the happy hormones we have in our bodies, and to reduce the cortisol, which is the stress hormone.
Yeah,
Briefly, that
that's
would
why.
be.
That's why since your first class, you are dancing every morning.
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
After we went to Paris in
Sorry, I cannot talk now. Sorry, sorry, sorry. There was a lady who came and yes, I'm okay. I'm here.
Yeah, so I have to mention that and Andrea is in holiday in Italy, basically.
No, it's not important.
Poor girl. I feel so sorry for you.
I know everybody hates me now. I have to expense Italy too, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, but it's for me, it's amazing how really the life of people starts expanding when even when they just sometimes just receive one session. And as you said, it's also about letting go, and they can let go so many stuff. And many times we are not conscious or we don't know that we have these things in our body, in our bird, in our energetic system. And but after the therapy, it's like a real liberation, I think, as I see since February.
Yes, and the beauty of this therapy is that you don't have to seek something cognitively. You don't have to know with your mind what is that you are releasing. It's just an energy that you release, and you do not have to define it. You can. It happens that people knows what get liberated, but most of the time it's just an energy that you let go, and you just witness that your life is starting to change, that every area of your life starts to expand. You witness that you start to do things that not necessarily were in your world before or prior to these sessions.
Yeah, or things you enjoy, because also with the massage of five continents, the creator is the same. It's people many times told me that it's like allowing ourselves to be happy or to be joyful, or allowing ourselves to enjoy life. And expanse therapy is, I think, it can be a huge gate, somehow a gate you can step in, and maybe unconsciously you just start to choose things you really enjoy, or you start to choose things from your heart. And it's what you also said, Talian. I remember that after the class, or even just after one session, the face of people is shining, and it's so amazing to be part of this. That yeah, what if we can be happy here and we don't have to suffer, even if the world is going crazy around us. And it's not about ignoring these things, but I think we are responsible for also for creating the whole planet somehow. And if we choose joy, then we spread this joy, and then more and more people will start choosing this. If we can be inspiration, actually.
An inspiration and an invitation as well. If you, yes, and I agree with that. What would it take to see more happiness, more joy in our everyday life? And we have now the tools to create that. And I remember that prior to the class, when we introduced ourselves, our teachers, or Olivier Honspesche, who is the co-creator of this therapy, and Flavie Fernandez, the other co-creator of this therapy, they asked us why did we choose this, to come to this class to learn how to teach this therapy. And I said that I'm looking for ways to create more happiness in people's lives, because I know how important it is. Somehow on the way in our lives we might lose our happiness, and what the change makes if you can rediscover your own happiness in your own terms, in your own way. So yes, this is something amazing, and this is something I would like to invite everyone, or to seek, which are the ways that you can bring more joy in back into your life.
Yeah, and I would like you to share also some of your experiences with your clients, if you don't mind, because you tell me always these are amazing, or you have amazing people, amazing processes, because I know that you had more whole therapy, you did more whole therapy with others, because Expanse is offered as a 4 session treatment. So can you talk a bit about that also? Because it's not just about joy, but it can also really good for our health.
Yes, exactly, and which is one of my biggest successes. Let's say it like that. But this is not a guarantee that it is going to happen to everyone. This was the, let's name it, the side effect of the session. It was that someone came to me. He had 20 years long history of addiction of different type of substances, and after the first session, 2 weeks passed by, nothing changed, and in the third week, he stopped using any substances. So I was like,
Wow.
"What? Okay, this is possible with this therapy." And I'm saying again, this is not a guarantee. This is something that might happen if you try this if you try this therapy.
Yeah,
And
we
this is
don't like to promise anything, and it's also you people have to choose somehow the change, but we can be support and contribution.
exactly.
Yeah, but
I was so happy. It was something amazing. It was something beyond my imagination that could happen with just one session.
wow. And I know I remember that when we were in Paris, you said that you feel much more Expanse therapy as yours. It's closer to you than
Yes.
the massage. But why is it different for you?
Well, first of all, I remember when I saw the email with the invitation, if we are looking to learn something new, and I was just scrolling the mail, not giving very much attention, and when I saw happiness hormone, serotonin, dopamine, and those words, wait a minute, here is something interesting, and I started to read again the letter I received with this invitation. This is the main reason for me why I feel it like more closer to my heart, because I know that we are working specifically with this type of things, with this type of hormones. And I'm really, I this is my belief, and take it as an interesting point of view if you want to. If you're if if you're well, if you're psychologically well, then if you have any illness, it can heal much more faster. So it is very important to be in a good mood, to be happy, to enjoy life, and every aspect of your life can change as a side effect of that.
Wow. Yes, and what I really like in Expanse is that there is also a coaching process, a follow-up process, and it's really interesting to do it with people because I think it can be more specific, it can be more personalized to their requirements, and it's also for me it's interesting to see. For example, there was a lady who came to me and she said that she's unmotivated, she cannot sleep so much, uh, she cannot find joy in her life. And even after one session, she said that she's more energetic. And also with the anamnesis, we did the first part. She was somehow surprised, but it helped her to explore more uh, what's happening in her words, you know. So it was really useful. And on the second appointment, she came already. She was like, oh, shining, and she said, Andrea, I would like to do it the whole 4 sessions, and it's now already amazing. And I know I have to change my life, but she is committed. We will have next week our next session. And it's so good to see, really. And this anamnesis or this coaching also helps people, as I see.
I will still have to explore this part of this therapy, but yes, it's a huge contribution to the whole session, because basically when you do whatever energy work, it's not like what is happening in the session and that's all the change you can receive. The change is happening through the time. It can happen after a week, after 2 weeks, after a month, or even more. So even though if we don't have feedbacks on weekly base, I'm looking to have a feedback from the people I worked with after a few months. So I'm very curious what that created for them. I can see in my own life that it created a lot of change, and I'm I would say that I start to begin to be bold, even though I was very shy.
Yeah, I remember. And how many times we were talking and Stelian, you are still hiding. Don't hide.
Yes, you can just look at my Facebook page and you can see the change.
Just scroll it through.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but and it's not just about you, because if you also you have amazing capacities, and anybody who is watching us, and it's kind of one of my teachers said that it's too selfish to hide, because we can be really contribution with our unique capacities to people, and sometimes it's not a big thing, so it's not about creating, I don't know, be somehow big things, but just your presence, and also during the session your presence, the space you create with your presence can be a huge gift to people. And you never know, maybe you can create so much ease for just one person, and it can, you never know where is it going, in the world.
Yes, that's right. This is something I told to my participants to the class that if you are making sessions, then you can work with a certain amount, a certain number of people. But if you can teach a certain technique that can bring back happiness in people's lives, all the people who are learning from you are working with other people, so your impact can be even bigger in the world, basically.
Yes, and also I have some mothers who are doing now the session with their kids, and kids love it already. And it's like these are families, so it can change the life of one family, but these kids go to school, then they change the life of other kids, and la 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 la. So it's like a wave of expanding.
Exactly, and it's not just for those people who are looking or who are already working with energy work or with some sort of sessions or something like that. It is for everyone, so you don't have to have any prerequisites to come to the class to learn this technique. If you don't know anything about energy work, if you don't know anything about any technique, you can come, you will learn everything, and you will be able to give this to the people from that surrounds you, for your family, or even if you want to start a new career, you can start it with expense therapy. So it can create for everyone a lot, even for the person who is working with other persons, even for the person who will become a therapist after just 2 days of class. You can learn something very amazing.
Yeah, or if you are just stuck with something, or you are just curious to explore something different, or if you are a coach and you would like to add something to your business or to your clients, and it's just started, it's like we started it this year, so it's wow, it's just the start.
Yes, exactly. I'm wondering what will this create in 5 years, for example, because the expense therapy, basically, let's name it on the market. Starting with this year, it was created, and they started to teach it in January this year,
Yeah.
and we were the lucky ones who were on the first English language class.
Yay. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Yes, it
It,
is.
thank you, Stelian. And 2 weeks later, we meet you in Budapest.
Yes. If you want to meet me and Andrea, and if you want to see what can create for you to have two facilitators, we wait for you to come to our class. It's going to be on the 19th and 20 July in Budapest, and we
At
are
an
looking
amazing place
forward.
in front of the parliament. So, wow, I'm
Yes.
looking forward.
It is going to be downtown Budapest.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Thank you, Stelian. Yeah,
maybe we can mention that you can come to this class even if you just want to spend 2 days in a happy way, in this joyful way, even if you
yeah,
are not planning to do anything with this technique. And
Just
just
enjoy Budapest and
yes,
our presence and your body to have fun.
and everybody's energy, yes, and to have fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Sally. Have an amazing day and see you soon. Me?
Thank you. You too. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.